let's do some repotting. I have put some additional plants into the grow tent, and there are some that I really want to repot, so I'm going to do that today. I've got about 50 minutes until Steve gets home, and once he's home I think I just kind of want to chill out for the evening, wind down with him, so I'll probably stop filming when he gets back. So I'm just going to try and get what I want to get done now, and potentially add a couple of other plants to the grow tent. I've been trying to really move things around, but anyway, let's get into it. I sat in front of the grow tent so that you could have a nice view, and now this is all you're getting. So I want to repot some philodendrons and some anthuriums. So there are 2 bags of the monstera and philodendron soil mix from Soil Ninja, and then 1 bag of the anthurium and orchid mix. And I've got an array of pots here. I'm hoping they'll be the right sizes, and I don't have to like clamber over you to get out because the door is behind you. But yeah, let's get to it. So I've got this guy, which looks like this from the side. It's currently potted in pon, but I am actually going to just transfer it into the monstera and philodendron mix. This is a philodendron Burley Marks variegata. In my head I was trying to figure out if it was the Burley Marks Flame. It's not the Burley Marks Flame. And it's kind of chaos. I don't know, I can't decide if I like this plant or not. Like, part of me does, but I really am not a fan of the growing pattern. But yeah, I don't know. It needs to be repotted, but I might end up kind of chopping it and propping, maybe even like passing on, selling. I don't know. I'm not its biggest fan anymore. So yeah, I'm just going to pour straight from the bag. No added amendments. I'm just going to go straight in. I love this mix. It's so good. I haven't repotted with a potting mat in so long. It's nice to do it. Okay. So, this is what we're working with. Pon with a leca layer. I'm not too worried about getting all the pon out, but I'll do what I can. Do you know, that actually comes out really easily, doesn't it? Wow. Repotting with pon is incredibly easy. Okay, cool. I feel like I need less substrate in there now. Ooh. There we go. Kind of spread those roots around a little bit. It's just leaning forward, so it's such a weird growing pattern on this one. Like I said, it's been a few days since I did this rearrange of the grow tent, and I am enjoying it so much more. Like, I actually want to spend time in here looking at the plants, like looking after them, giving them a drink. Like, these plants have never been so hydrated. Appropriately so, obviously. It's so nice to have this space, and like, I am considering putting in my Alocasia fry deck, the green form, I haven't got the variegated one yet, into the grow tent, in the hopes that it won't go dormant over the winter, or at least it won't lose all of its leaves like it did last year. Like, I don't particularly like moving plants from, you know, my living room environment, kind of humidity, light and temperature and whatnot. I don't like moving them from that to the grow tent, because obviously the grow tent's more their ideal conditions, and I prefer plants to be like out and about in my space so that I can see them and appreciate them. So I'm not one to like put plants in that I want to be seeing every day, but if they're like extra special, like some of the anthuriums in there, the seedlings, I would like to put them in there. And that's kind of what I'm thinking about the fry deck. Like, I do really love that plant. I'm like looking at it, it's just here off camera. I do really love that plant, and it's just done so well this kind of, well, late summer. I feel like it sprouted loads of growth. I don't want it to lose all of that again, because it literally lost every single leaf. And then did it lose every single leaf, or did I cut the like scraggly ugly ones off? I might have cut the last bits off, but it's looking so nice. I don't know, what do you think I should do? Should I put it in there? Let me know in the comments, like let me know your thoughts. I may or may not have done it by the time the video comes up, but I would really like to hear your opinions. I'm just not sure. I just want it to look nice. I don't mind if it doesn't continue growing. I just don't want it to lose those leaves. Oh, you're so wobbly. And this plant is so dusty. This one, so dusty. But yeah, I don't like this one. I don't know what I want to do with it. I think I'm probably going to chop and prop. It's kind of taking up a bit of space that I'd rather it wasn't taking up, so that's why it's moving into the grow tent, this one. So yeah, there is that one, all potted up. Hopefully it's happy with the pond to soil transition. I'm sure it will be. It'll probably get a lot more nutrients now. Oh my god. Oh dear. I've got my Mother Spectrum grow light here just to light up this section, although actually it probably doesn't really matter now that I'm not sat with the grow tent behind me. Let's knock it over. Okay, plant one down. The next one I'm going to do is this Philodendron Dark Lord that's been in water forever, and these leaves are gross. They really need to be cleaned. Like, I don't even know what's going on, but I want to get it potted up because it's been begging for a pot up. I mean, the root system is huge, so it's going to need a pretty decent sized pot. I'm going to go with this one, I think. Okay, let's pull this guy out of here. Oh my goodness. Oh, there's like a soggy cataphyll in the middle. Oh, that's not a soggy cataphyll, that's a dead node. I hate soggy dead things. So these roots are all from, oh my god, I don't know if I'm going to be able to show you because it's dripping everywhere. This root ball is all from this one single air root. How mad is that? Wow. Okay, well, gonna get you potted up. It's gone into caterpillar growth. This one's now, even though it's a water prop, it's mature enough to be growing from caterpillars now. Ooh. Good grief. Oh, I think it's going to be happy in soil though. Should I chop that leaf off? It's a bit of a weird place. This is the most aerial rooty plant I've ever known. Like, look how long that is. And this one. I'm going to tuck them in. I should probably give it a pole, but like, I don't really like this plant, to be completely honest. it's one left over from the shop, so it's just kind of landed in my collection, and yeah, I don't know, not the biggest fan. I think it's because of like, I don't know, it's the growth pattern. Ooh, like I'm not, oh god, can I use this cup? It's like I'm not the biggest fan. Oh my god, I'm not the biggest fan of the way philodendrons grow, and it's got to be like a pretty special leaf for me to like overlook that. Like this has a similar growth pattern to the philodendron majestic, or like I suppose any climbing philodendron. Sorry, there's like dust in my throat or something. They have like the long internodes, and it just frustrates me, and I don't like it. So I have to really like the leaf, like on the philodendron majestic, for me to want to have the plant in my collection. And even though I'm a big lover of dark plants, this one doesn't do it for me. And maybe like if it, you know, if I'd had it on a pole and it was pushing out some really mature leaves, maybe then, because they're like pretty cool and like sinister looking, maybe then I might like it more, but it's getting it to that point, isn't it? So yeah, I don't completely know what I will do with this guy. Again, I might end up passing him on some way or how, who knows how. Oh, no, get in, you root. Okay, there we go. Hopefully you'll be a little bit happier. I'll clean the leaves up after. Pop you down there. Oh, I've got so much philodendron mayoi. Is that a task for today? I've got some little like water props that I could probably pot up. And I've got some that definitely need to be repotted, like they are gagging for a repot. I can't even make this out. Like, can you see this like loop of stem? Like, what is going on there? Oh god, this, see, it feels overwhelming. Like when I've got too many propagations going on, it feels too overwhelming. I don't like it. Do you know what? I'm gonna just avoid that for a minute, and I'm gonna repot an anthurium instead. So I'm gonna repot this anthurium brownie eye, because look at the state of that. It has been falling out of its pot for ages, and I've just been ignoring it. And I know there's some rotten roots in here, and then there's been some new root growth. I've completely neglected this plant. That leaf's going to come off. Ugh, I don't think I even want to unpot this. Oh, are there even any healthy roots? What the heck? How is this thing alive? What the actual heck? That is disgusting. Right. Hey, this thing basically has no roots. I am going to chop it all off and then just put it into the anthurium soil mix and see what happens. I haven't really propagated anthuriums in soil like this, but this thing's clearly been surviving on nothing. Like, there's a little bit of like new root growth here, but that's terrible. So I'm going to chop that off and give it a fresh start. This is what I mean about like when plants aren't looking that great, I start to not care for them and they end up worse off. Like, that is not a root system. But we will see. I'm intrigued to see how it will react to being like potted just into some soil. Like, this soil is just amazing. I think it'll be quite happy in there. We'll just have to wait and see if it actually can root. Ugh. Don't fall over. Okay. Cool. What's that one potted up? Okay. Right. I'm gonna do, I have like a tray of Syndapsis, and I want to pot some of them together. Maybe not all of them, but some of them. And I'm going to use the Philodendron and Monstera mix. Like, I feel like they will quite like that. So let me pull the tray out. Ooh. So here is a little sea of Syndapsis. There is the I think it's the Silver Cloud, and I've got the Jade Syndapsis. And again, these are all left over from the shop. Like, look how cool that is. Maybe I'll just like chop and prop that, but this one was the mother plant that I have chopped and propped, and it definitely needs a repot. Again, like, if these are staying in my collection, I don't want 3 of each. I just want them all to be potted up into one. Oh, hang on, is it? So I've got those 2, they can be potted up together. And then I've got 4 of the Jade Syndapsis. This guy's growing a little bit odd. Like, he's doing like a little somersault. So strange. And then there's this guy. I really quite like the Jade. Like, I quite like that it's just a green leaf, but clearly nobody else did. Again, all these leaves are dirty and they'll need to be cleaned. And then there's this guy. That's really cute. Like, why does nobody love that? That's a cute guy. I'm just going to give that one a bit of a repot into a bigger pot. I wonder if I could stick this one in with that one. Like, would it fall? Could I make it fall the right way to kind of like scoop around and fill that gap? Oh, that could be really cute. And then those 2 together. A plan. Right. Okay, let's go. Both of these are pretty good root systems, so I'm probably going to need a pretty decent sized pot. I don't want to use that one. Let's go with this one and see what we're working with. Oh, these guys have not been These guys have not been repotted in years. Always all stuck to the bottom. Wow! Look at that. That's so cool. What a healthy root system. Nice. So that's one. Oh. Oh, that's all sorts of root stuck. Oh no. This root's like gone through the bottom and then grown back through again. Wow. Look at that root system. Impressive. Okay. Oh, I think they're going to look so cute together. Like, that one's literally just going up in the right corner. And like, I know these possibly should be climbing plants, but they ain't climbing in this house. They're trailing. Right. Ooh. God. That was a terrible pour. Ugh. Okay, I'm just going to pop these guys in like this. Get all these roots in. Oh, I need to open. I always forget to shake these bags. You're supposed to shake them before you like take them apart. I always forget. I feel like the Monstera and the Philodendron one is usually okay, but the Anthurium and Orchid one's really chunky, so it's harder to shake. I'll just mull the yo out of the way. Whew. I'm so excited to be doing this. Like, oh, I just can't wait to see what it finally looks like. Like, my aim is for it to look like a display. Like, you could not have the like tent shut and it would look beautiful. That's my aim. Obviously I will keep the tent door shut, but I want to be able to open it and just love the sight. I want to look forward to going inside. That's the main aim. Right, so you're going up here in this little gap. Oh, so I need you to kind of like be stuck in there. Please. Do any of you have tents? Or you like cabinets, just shelves? What do you display your plants on? Like, I'd be intrigued to know. Oh. There we go. Oh, that looks so cute. Look at that. It's so pretty. Oh, I'm excited. You're gonna look so pretty sat up there on that shelf. Right. Okay, so let's go a smidge smaller for the other two together. that's all that much smaller, is it? But a little bit smaller. This is this one's roots. Lovely and healthy. These guys have really put up with some neglect. Like, they've dried out and gone so curly so many times, yet there's no root rot. They've been living it just fine. Kind of feel like I want to give this one a poll, just because they are both growing quite nicely up. Cute. Maybe I'll just have them lean against something. There we go, there's that one done. Oh, so pretty. And then these two, these have definitely struggled a bit more than the jade with like drying out, like there's some crispy edges. But now that the grow tent's looking pretty, hopefully that won't happen again. I feel like that one's just gonna have to like go like that together, isn't it? So, growing in such a weird way. Again, all those roots are just from one aerial root. So actually these guys, oh my gosh, that's just like one long root. There's not any like secondary roots on that one. These guys have a much smaller root system, so I'm actually not going to upsize them. I'm just going to put them back into a similar size pot to how they're in. I literally don't know how to pot this guy up. Like, the roots coming from here, from like, because it's grown in an odd way. Right, I think that's going to be my best bet in potting it up like this. I might have to lose a leaf, but I think that's fine for the overall aesthetic. I just don't know how else to do that. I love Syndapsus leaves. They are so beautiful. Like, look at that. Like, I don't even know if it's like properly focusing because of like my lighting situation, but they are beautiful. They are truly beautiful. Oh. Yeah, do you know what? I think I'm going to need to lose a leaf, to be honest, unless I just kind of bury the petiole. Maybe I lose 2 leaves. Maybe just 1. Oh, this is really tricky. I think I'm going to have to lose a leaf, which is a shame, but it's just grown so wonkily. Okay, that one's looking a bit less pretty, but I reckon if I can get this leaf to come up here, even though it's a bit ripped, it'll fill that gap. I feel like it's going to be okay. Much better than having two kind of scraggly ones potted together. Oh, I'm getting some pins and needles. Right, is there anybody else I can face doing today? I don't know if there is, gang. I've got a mass of mayois and a mass of lupinums, and I can't bring myself to do it. I might end up doing it off camera, maybe. Maybe. Hey, I'm done repotting for the evening, and I'm going to give them a little drink and also just show you kind of where the grow tent's up to. Okay, gang, I have my pressure washer sprayer thing, and I'm going to go and just water the plants that I've just repotted. So I've got the philodendron dark lord, so I just like to make sure that I get all of the substrate, make sure the roots are nice and wet, especially because this one's come from a water propagation. It's going to be used to having wet feet, so we'll need to keep the soil a bit more damp for this one initially while it settles in. And then this is the Anthurium brownii. So there's that one. Send rooting vibes this guy's way. I put the burley marks here, so I'll give this one a bit of a water. Oh, I'm getting tangled. I've got the Syndapsus silver cloud here, and this isn't actually on a pot, so this is going to drip through. So I should move this, shouldn't I? Because I don't mind some water dripping through, but I do want to try and get the majority of them on some trays, which is why I've bought those big clear trays. Just to try, I'm going to try and protect this shelf a bit more than I have previous ones. As much as I can anyway, it being in a humid environment. And then I put both the jade Syndapsus here, so that's one of them behind, and then the bigger one in front. Oh, sorry. So I'll just water this one through. It's a bit more tricky because I've got to hold the camera in one hand and the pressure spray in the other, and I can't lift the bottle up. Oh my god. Ugh. Chaos. Okay. Oh no! Nope, it's happened again. Jeez. Right. Try one more time. God, the neighbours have gone in and out so many times today. Like, where are you going? It is the evening. Settle down. I know I'm not doing a very good job of this one. Just gonna put quite a puddle in the tray so they can like soak it up. There we go. Okay, I guess I'll just move this out of the way. So this is what the grow tent is currently looking like. So I've added this little grid and some hooks, and I've put my Anthurium Friedrichsthalii there, and one of my Epiphyllum chrysocardium, the fernleaf cactus propagations here. I've got another hook waiting for somebody. I've got a Florida ghost here, and I've got another one just tucked down here. Oh, I've now got really sticky fingers. Ugh. So you've seen the Syndapsus. These are those Anthurium propagations that are doing really well. Look at those leaves on that one. I've got my gorgeous Philodendron Florida Beauty. So stunning. Just wow. Anthurium no ID. These two back leaves are dying off since I gave it the chop, which is one of those bottom cuts there. But we have got new roots growing, which is exciting. Here is my Crystal Mag, doing well. Look at those fuzzy roots. Oh my god. Look at them. Woo! Then this is the other no ID that I chopped, which is also putting out new roots, which you can see here, and its new leaf is out and it's doing its thing. I've got a little disco ball because there's always a party with plants. Have another one up here. Same on this shelf as it was before. These guys are there. Same anthuriums down there. This is the variegated Homolomina, and this is the start of the Mayoi mass, which is on the ground here. And there are two pots under here which contain the mass of Lupinum. So yeah. Oh, and I put my Philodendron Sherbericii in here, and it's put out that new leaf. Not since being here, I was working on that before it went in here, but how pretty. Such a nice colour. So yeah, that is the grow tent up to this point. I know that the lighting in this video would have been pretty terrible throughout, I imagine. I am planning on getting like a softbox so that I can actually film in this room with this backdrop eventually when it's looking amazing and the light actually look good. So bear with me, stick around. Let me know about my Alocasia Frydek, the green form. Should I put that in here? Should I not? Should I leave it out? I don't know what to do. Please let me know. I'm all ears. Or will acclimating it out of the tent be worse than just letting it go dormant and possibly lose all its leaves out in the living room? Let me know. If you enjoyed this video, you might enjoy checking out this video. It's where I show you my most recent updated cabinet and shelf tour. However, there's been some movement since then. So I'm going to have to do another one. Subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. I forgot to say, there is going to be a series about the grow tent. So stick around. Subscribe if you're interested in seeing that.